After a successful-ish test run, the trailer now took a bit of a back seat for a few weeks while I got some other things in order. Those things included a new work area. I was really appreciative to Jez for storing the trailer, but it was never the permanent solution. Just with sourcing a chassis and the pandemic slowing everything down, it overrun a bit. Emma has her van to finish, I've got to repair mine and finish off the trailer. So we've been looking for a place to rent and work from. And that was now found, weirdly just down the road. So today I was getting onto the little niggles that had been discovered and getting the trailer ready for its transport over. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of courses for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, develop existing ones, maybe find a new hobby, and all in all just improve on things that you enjoy. Today I'm trying to improve my abysmal productivity with a productivity masterclass from Thomas Frank, creating a custom system that works. Admittedly, I'm not the best at organisation, just keeping day-to-day life in check is a bit of a challenge, but now with the channel getting big and all the extra things I have to do there, multiple revenue streams to keep on top of, ad campaigns like this very one that I've only just managed to get through, I need to hone in some organisational and productivity skills, so I'm more capable at managing the ever-increasing tasks better. And Thomas's class is great for that. He goes through so many different aspects of how to improve your productivity, apps to use that will aid you in keeping track of everything, how to prioritise those tasks and time manage a little better, and the best way is on how to piece together a calendar and keep your notes in check so that you can keep on top of all the many things that modern day life throws at you. The first 1,000 people to use the link in the description below will receive Skillshare for 1 month free. Yeah, I'm going to do a few little bits on this today, but priority is getting these doors locked together, and yeah, pay a little bit of attention to the arches and stuff like that, I think, and just generally get it ready for transportation. That should expand to way more than I need. Whilst that dried in the voids that I'd created, I got onto those free-spirited doors. Attaching this padlock set to the doors will stop them opening, but once relocated I was going to pay more attention to the original lock and door mechanisms to make the whole thing a lot more solid. Okay. Yeah. Come apart now. So in here, turn that down, there's like a little tab on there, that when you lock this, it's supposed to lock that in place, which would stop the doors flying open. The key I got works there. Oh, hang on. Said it works there. Yeah, all the gubbins have just fell apart. Oh, have I just totally it now? I think I may have. So you can see my problem. The lock just clearly doesn't work, and now the door's locked open. Wonderful. I think these locks are pretty universal, so in theory I should just be able to get a new one run in. The next size arch is up. I'm just going to see now if these fit for the job. Hopefully they are. The idea is to get these in here, and the aluminium sheet that's going to come over and fade down here will just about cover that over. So it wants to sit about there, and I haven't got the right part. Nah. There we are. Then I got out the aluminium sheet that was going to cover the old arch and see how best to cut and shape it. It's not the scientific way of doing this. Oh. So that's the bit. We will see. Colour coded up. It's a bit more what it'll look like. Yeah. On the side, you know, that makes it look like it's a massive wheel arch. Whereas the original plan was to sort of bend it down. And that's rough as anything, but bend it down and do that. I can't tell which one would look better or worse. I think it would just look odd if it cuts down like that. Yeah. Either way, once that's painted grey and the lines are painted black, it will blend in a lot better. Well, hello, Lancelot. Oh, you just woke up from your slumber. Great, we get to see your ass. Wonderful. See your slumber. You got a whole field over there, buddy. Why aren't you in it? Eh? Why aren't you in it? So I think, I'm not sure how to finish these edges off. I'm not going to be able to roll it around there. So I think I might do is sort of round this back. Just sort of make the whole thing kind of rounded. Same here, because it's got a flat edge there. There's only about 20mm there of lip. So for the effort of going and getting this rolled and then sort of faded off to meet the wheel arch, because I want to clamp them to the wheel arch like that. That just ain't going to look right either. So I think fade that off and just sort of make it look like a wheel arch cover, like the old cars. Because I could go down the route of the wind again. Oh, this is why I wanted a unit. What was I saying? Yeah, I could go down the route of really going to town on this and getting it shaped, and even shaped in here so it sort of sits in there. But you're talking like proper machinery and taking it to someone and getting that done and bent properly. And for what this is, I can't really see the point. You know, just get that bonded to there, fill that. Once that's painted and this is all painted and painted and painted, I think it'll look fine. This is a budget build, so yeah, I think that's going to be the route I'm going to go. Alright, something other than tape is required here, but I actually don't have the key to that, so that's another lock I've got to replace. So what I'm going to do is try and work this lock free so I can twist it fully into the catch, hopefully. Okay. So now, even though I haven't got the key, I get one like it. Should be able to just get it and nip it as it locks in the catch, and then that'll just keep this closed until I get a new lock. Oh, that's tight. There we go.
Round 2, fight. Well, we'll deal with that later.
I can't remember what that key rammed in the lock does, so I detached it from the keyring and was done with it. A few weeks back I'd bought a new jerry can holder. It was destined for the trailer, but I'd rather have the new one on the van. So I swapped them over and now I can fit the old one to the trailer.
Because that one's had a new one, leave this one, do something like that. Probably a bit lower. So I'm going to get the ladder on there. Yes.
Yeah, put them on the inside and then screw straight in. Locking that onto there. In theory. Next time. I had done all this piece to camera whilst eating my sandwich, but the wind destroyed it to the point you can't hear what I'm saying, so now I'm going to have to do it in voiceover. As I sat here eating my ham and cheese sandwich, my eyes gazed over at the old Ambilice camp. Every time I come back here and work on the trailer, I occasionally catch a glance of it in the corner of my eye, and many obscure memories pop back into my mind. Like, for example, laundry day. I was there washing all my clothes, oblivious to the fact that behind me, Ash was fitting his military-spec gas mask. The time we ate nettles. The lockdown chickens. Mowed a racetrack and a golf course. And so many other memories that we either didn't have cameras out or just would get us in trouble. All down to the fact that we had no idea how long or how much worse the pandemic was going to get. I don't know if we fully realised it at the time, because you never do in the present. But even for all the nastiness, and at the time, right at the start, quite a scary and uncertain global situation, some of our favourite stories unfolded. They're some of the stories that I'll remember when I'm old, and look back on this horrible pandemic with a smile.
It's a hell of a time. I've had to keep going back and forth and trying to prop the screws inside up so that I can then, you know, wedge it and screw them in and bolt them in. Oh, it's been a nightmare. But it's on. I realise, why am I faffing with the ladder in the middle of the thing when I've got this cupboard? God, I love this trailer.
With the exterior issues dealt with, I now had to strap down the items that were going to cause problems inside.
How about that?
And for the occasion, the rain had decided to return.
Ow, you bastard. Ow. Did you see that? Did you chin something? I chinned myself with my own drill. Oh.
That really, really hurt. But too good not to share. With our friend Mick tailing behind, you know, just to make sure the doors don't fly open again or anything, we slowly made our short drive down to the new yard. But by this point it was peeing it down.
Home sweet home. Oh, what a way to arrive. Oh, God damn. I think I'm just gonna leave it on there for a bit.
The rain decided not to give up, so I just got on with it. But the trailer had other ideas.
Not now. Ah. Oh, where you going? Where you going? Hey. Stay.
Eventually I wheeled the trailer into submission and got it roughly to where I wanted it. The rain clearly wasn't going to give up today, so I wasn't going to be able to give the yard a much needed sort out and clean. So I left the van where it was, headed inside and just called it a day. Just doing some work and just bits of wheat and assorted crop anyway, just keep appearing. I'm like, where the hell is it coming from? Me. Oh God. That's what you get for not wearing the right size trousers. There was a lovely lady on one of the lives the other day. I want to say Susan, but that might not be right. But she super chatted 50 quid on the live, which was just, wow, amazing. And I said I was going to go and take Lance to the pet shop, and I did. He's got Amleg, new toys, new balls. I mean, not really for Lance, but it sort of is. Poo bags, eco-friendly, but most of all, me. He's got a posh new collar. Don't you look smart? Go on then. Oh. Come on then, take it. Oh. I mean, what are you, a cat? Come on, gnaw it. The next morning I started to tidy up, instantly come across a wasp's nest and got stung repeatedly. So using one of my flares reserved for emergencies, I dealt with them. Should do it. Job done, back to work. In the pile I'd found this old busted twin wheelbarrow, so I reinflated the tyres, of which one decided no, and used it to shift all the scrap metal and old fridges etc. from my part of the yard to the other. There was also this old pond that I just drained and left as Lance was overdue his bath, and it'd come in handy. With the yard now tidied up and a lot more usable, I repositioned the van where I wanted to park it, fed the power line and water pipe to it, and readjusted the trailer. The caravan in the corner you may have saw is just vacant, with the far side wall peeling off it and incredibly smelly. I delegated it parts storage and shed. And with all that, we're now back on the trailer. With that drying, I finished off the front deck, giving it a coat of stain while I was at it. pot of wood stain was 3/4 full still, I just carried on staining on the inside. Now that the new door lock had arrived, I got into swapping that out so I could finally secure the trailer fully. It wasn't as simple as I initially thought. The new lock was a little bit bigger and a little bit thicker, so the whole assembly needed a little bit of fettling to make it all work. Missing on the bottom, which allows the door to sort of flap around. You can see there where it used to be. So yeah, when you come to close the door, this is a bit of a prick to locate. So I'm making another one. This was the upright that held the old lights on when it was a flatbed. Just cut a bit off it, just drilled the holes. Now I need to make that hole a size bigger and file it and maybe round this bit off, or at least shorten it. And I ain't got my vice yet, so I'm gonna have to screw this to the deck and then work on it.
I'm actually getting a pillar drill this weekend for this exact reason. Could really do with it now. Better. Lovely.
And for the final job of the day, I decided to fully fit up the arch cover. Although in hindsight I probably shouldn't have, I was tired and losing the light. Definitely a tomorrow job.
Shit. Oh shit. Oh, f***ed it right up. Oh no. This is not the time of night. Where the f*** is that gone now? Oh, come on. Wonderful. So now I'm one-handed. Need to clean that off, but I can't move because I've lost the f***ing drill bit. There it is.
But despite that fiasco, we got there in the end. Oh, okay, I lied, it wasn't the last job. I have this funny thing of not being able to put the tools down at night, just finding silly little jobs to keep myself occupied until it's dark, apparently. But there we go, with the trailer triangles on, that was the final job. Oh, right, no, it wasn't. Okay, now that's it. Done. Happy with the long day's graft, I could now sit down and enjoy my new workspace. The trailer, now in a solid shade of grey, looks a million times better, and the yard that this morning had a lot left to be desired was now actually starting to look quite homely. With the tractor tyres piled up neatly and an old board I'd found put on top, I'd made a table, along with a few other odds and sods that I'd dotted about to just neaten the whole place up. I found that I had some friendly neighbours in the form of a herd of cows that actually took it in turns to peek their head through the bush and see what I was up to. And with a massive array of birds around, I put up my bird feeder to keep them guys close by. So yeah, this is going to be home for a bit.